I can't hear it from here. Mm-hmm.
You find me here when you're outside working.
Mm-hmm. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to install a Pioneer mini split air conditioning unit. We're going to take you along as we install it, show you everything we learn along the way. Probably not going to cut out anything. Let's get to it. So this area needs to be leveled out and also packed down because we just brought in some fresh fill. Now, what a good thing has happened is the last couple of days we've had a lot of rain, so we've been able to kind of see where the water flows. And we are going to get a little bit of rain off here, but the square footage of the top of this barn is not very much. So the water will come off, and it's got these little turn downs where the water comes straight down. We're going to address that as well, but for the most part, I think we're going to end up putting a gutter across here at some point. I think that'll be the easiest. All right, less talking and more packing. Yeah, it's manual labor, I don't like it. Don't click off or fast forward, because I'm going to show you a technique that will work really good in stabilizing this really fast here just a little bit. And it's not the packer, which does help, but I'm going to show you something. So this is one of the little fake concrete pads that you pick up at your local AC shop. They hold up really well. We've got one on our other Pioneer unit. This is the second one we put in. And you just take this and set it down. But obviously the ground is not that level. This is where the technique's gonna come in. So we're downhill pretty good bit that way. It's not terrible that way. It needs to be lifted up on this side just a little bit. Pretty dang close. important right there. Start from the hole. It's 10 inches down from the top. I need some space. kind of getting some pieces. Not a whole lot of this. ma'am?
Right there.
Okay. I'm gonna put a bead of this around this. Coated for the outside, and these are not coated. These go to the outside, that's supposed to be inside. So this air conditioner is going to be, you can have the hole on this side or that's this side, but because of the way our little shed is, we have to have it reversed from being on coming out this side. So you're going to pull this hose off. I've already disconnected it, and then right here there's another little plug. I already took the liberty of partially pulling it out, and that is the drain plug. So the drain can come out of either side. So in our case, we're going to have to put the plug back in on this side and then put the drain tube back on the other side. All right, so we're going to put just a little bit of saliva on this, moisten it up. I'm using a torch bit versus a screwdriver instead of a regular screwdriver because I don't want to pointy in, poke a hole in the bottom of this. All the way in. All right, so once we get the plug out on the other side, there we go. Locks into place. You just push it on and twist it around to the left. There's a little hook that kind of hangs. Seems like it keeps it from coming off. So I think we're close. So again, because we're switching sides, we're going to be coming out the opposite side of it. Easily comes out this side. This is the easy side to come out, but just because of the way that our unit has to sit outside, I have to come out this side, and it's made to do that. We have the ability. So what we have to do now is run the hoses here and then do bends. We'll go ahead and attach the hoses, and then we'll do the bends, and then we'll put the wires and everything through all at once. We're going to stick the wires right through here. So right through here, there's a little place where you put the wires through. There's a little cover when you get it. It says pull. You just pop it off. Because if you're not going to use this side, this all stays covered up, kind of like this side is over here. It's really important that the side that's to the air conditioner, you hold it steady and don't twist it. It doesn't have a swivel built in. First, careful not to bend them too much. Okay, now you're gonna go ahead and go outside. Go ahead and move the camera to the outside.
What else you pulling through?
Here's the trick with these. There's not on the outside, there's 1, 2, and 3. The colors don't match up with the wires above it. So if you, whatever color you use is one in here, is the same color you got to use as one out there. Now I gotta pick this up. I'm gonna push that wire through. Hoses. Alright, get click in. So it's on the wall.
the left side.
Pretty sure 2 was red. We'll wrap this up and start pulling a vacuum on the system. Hook the yellow line from the gauge set up to your vacuum pump. Remove the service cap from the unit. Most mini splits will require an adapter to work with a standard gauge set. I'll leave a link in the description of this video where you can get one. Next, hook up the blue line from your gauge set to the adapter. I keep the blue line valve closed and then I turn on the vacuum pump. Once I turn on the vacuum pump, I will open the valve on the gauge set and you can actually hear the little motor change. That's a good indication that you're pulling a vacuum. Let the vacuum pump run for 15 minutes and then once the vacuum is done, close your blue valve off. Your gauge should be in a negative marking somewhere around 30. Hang your gauge up and let it sit for about 30 minutes. When you come back and look at your gauge, the numbers should be the same as when you left. If the numbers are the same, then that means you have success. If the pressure has leaked back into the system and the numbers are back higher, that means you have a leak. I've done several of these mini split installs, and if you follow the directions, myself personally, I've never had one leak. Now I know it's going to happen, and I know it has happened to somebody, but if you do the directions, if you follow them pretty closely, you're going to be okay. Replace your service cap. Don't forget that. The bugs get in them. Your unit comes pre-charged with enough Freon for 25 feet of line. In my case, I have 10, so I have more than enough. These covers off the valves, and there's an Allen key that comes with a set. Turn the top valve on, and you should hear a hiss as the pressures equalize in the lines. A very important note is to turn the Allen keys all the way out till you feel it
a pressure at the end. But you don't want to like really crank down on it on the very end, but you want to turn it out till you hit the stop. If you go all gorilla on this thing, you actually can screw the valve out past the stop and ruin your system. Just unscrew it till you feel a slight pressure. Remember to put your valve caps back on. Now let's install the service disconnect and go inside, turn the breaker on, and I guess reap the benefits of our work.
$75 mode. Cool. Whew, I feel air's blowing.
My cold kit.
Oh yeah, it's getting there. White. I can't hear it from here. If that was outside your bedroom window, you wouldn't hear it. So it's SEER 21.5. So that's, yeah, it's very, very efficient. Very cold. Very cold. It's gonna blow this thing away.
Too much?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely too much. We're gonna run it about 75 or so in here. We don't need to be cold. But once they get the doors insulated, this is gonna be. Mm-hmm.
You find me here when you're outside working.
Mm-hmm. Here's it's got the swing. So are you recording? Huh?
Yeah.
Make sure you record this portion right here.
What YouTube?
So you can turn the LED on or off. Like if you want a bedroom, you don't want the light, you can turn it off or you can turn it on. And then you got turbo, but if you want it to swing, it'll go up and down. I'll spit on it. Got sweat on it. Putting it in, I gotta clean it now.